All right, it was a BMW 540i M Sport. For me, had every option you could think of. Fucking massage seat. It could drive itself. Had the full leather package. Everything you could think of. And I was like 19 at the time. Like it was a big boy purchase. You know what I'm saying? Everybody told me not to cop it. Like my Dukes in particular. My dad, if you're watching this, like they specifically told me not to buy this. Some of my friends told me not to buy it. Some of my homies were excited. You know what I'm saying? But I bought the car, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fun with it. I don't regret it at all, by the way. I'm not making this video to say I regret buying the whip. But that entire experience did teach me a lot about money, and I'm here to share you what occurred in that experience, and I'm here to share what occurred throughout the time I owned the vehicle. So I had the vehicle for a period of 24 months, right? 24 months I had the car. Brand new in Canadian money, it was like a $102,000 car. I got it for around 55, and let's say I put 55 plus tax, 60. Let's say I put 10 bands down, I financed the other 50K. So 50K is what I financed. So I want to tell y'all, I sold the car 24 months later for 32,000. So in just depreciation alone, I lost 18K. And that's just to tell you, like, I bought the car thinking it had already depreciated. I bought it like 25,000 miles. I put like another 40,000 on it within the 2 years. So I'm thinking, I'll sell it with 65, like it should still sell for like maybe 5K less than what I bought it for. But unfortunately, during the time I bought the car prices also went down. So I was just out 18K just in depreciation. Then there's interest payments. I got a good interest rate too. I had a good score, you know what I'm saying, for my age. I got like a 5.99% rate, I think, which wasn't bad to me at the time. But even in interest payments, when I calculated, when I look at the amortization schedule, again, I'll get into interest in another video. But when I looked at the whole schedule and seen how much interest I paid, it was close to 6.5K over those 2 years. So now we're at 6 plus 18, 24K just gone. And now we're gonna talk about all the mods I did to the car. So stage 2 tune, downpipe, that's 2 racks alone. Wrapped it, that was 3 racks. Lip, spoiler, did a bunch of coating in the interior, wrapped steering wheel. I switched out a couple panels. So altogether, we're looking at like 7K in just mods, you know what I'm saying? And again, if I had a normal car, like let's say I spent that 50 racks on a Lexus, I wouldn't have felt the need to put 7K and mods on it, you know what I'm saying? I would have been more reliable. Not to say that this whip wasn't reliable. Like mechanically speaking, I did not have a single problem. It was never in the shop once for anything that was the car's fault. Things that were my fault, it's a different story. But regarding the car itself, it was mechanically sound. A couple things that occurred that cost me brakes, M Sport brake package on that. Regular brakes, if you want to replace all four, if a place is taxing you, maybe they're charging 600. You know what I'm saying? But when I did my it was 2,500 for all four. So that wasn't a fun expense for a 19, 20-year-old. And another time I was driving, this was in Toronto, so it snows. I went around a corner and somehow my rear right rim hit a curb. I do not know how that occurred. I can't recall, guys, but yeah, my rear right wheel made contact with a curb. And normally in a car, when some like that happens, you just replace the ball joint, align the rim, a little $400 repair. I believe my rear right wheel had 5 control arms attached to it. And because it's not something that happens commonly, they had to get the parts from Germany. So yeah, basically because my rear right rim made contact with a curb and it was a German car, it was a $3,500 repair. So even if nothing goes wrong with the vehicle, that's the car's fault, which will likely happen. But I was just lucky in my case, b58, whatever. If you guys know, you guys know. But if something happens that's your fault or just regular maintenance, brakes, tires, like it's just gonna cost a lot more than a regular car. So that's just another thing y'all gotta consider when you're going into this shit. So altogether, I want to say I was down 30, 35K in 2 years by owning that car, which is ridiculous. I had a Q60 before that. I had it for a year and a half. I bought it for 30, sold it for 26. You know what I'm saying? So if I just kept that car for that 2 years, I would have maybe lost another 5K instead of 35. You know what I'm saying? But again, on this channel, we teach you how to make more money. We shouldn't be dwelling on the past, but you definitely got to learn from your past mistakes. And going into that vehicle, if I knew I was going to be down 35K at the end of the 2 years of me owning it, I wouldn't have bought it initially. So that's my point. Like, if you're prepared mentally, like, yes, I can lose 40, 50 racks, then yeah, go buy that M5, go buy that whip, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't have that mental preparation, if you don't know that you can afford to burn this money and throw it away, please do not do it. Make more informed decisions, all right? These German cars, they're not cheap. And I was even lucky to have no mechanical issues. That was the vehicle's fault, you know what I'm saying? So again, just be smart. I'm telling you guys this horror story so you can avoid making the same mistake I did. I'm not making this video to say that I hate BMWs or that I don't have one right now or I won't buy one in the future, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're definitely nice cars, but just be careful, be mentally prepared before you buy one.